blessings, Sacred Space community. Thank you for tuning in to another Sacred Morning Glow Up. We are in a new week, you guys. I hope that the information that I've been sharing has been beneficial to you in one way, shape, or form. Take what you need, leave the rest. This morning, I want to talk to you guys about loving yourself, learning to love yourself, and what that journey is like. And when I share with you guys, I'm sharing with you guys from my own experience, things I've conquered, things I still struggle with, things that I'm working on, things that I think I'm getting better at, and then life shows up and I'm like, ooh, yeah, definitely got to do some more work in that area. And learning to be patient and kind with yourself. One thing that I've noticed on this journey with learning to love myself and really being intentional about it. I've been online 6.5 years doing this thing, but I have been intentional and deliberately working on different areas of my life, especially taking care of myself for almost a year now. We have this expectation that we are going to love ourselves and take care of ourselves and be kind to ourselves and honor ourselves and get in a great relationship and restore order in our households overnight. No, ma'am. You are setting yourself up for failure if you think so. This thing is about repetition. This thing is about practicing loving yourself, taking care of yourself, having a better relationship with yourself and your children, your mate, your coworkers, whatever areas of your life that you're struggling in. Know that it's not just one area. It spills over. So if my root chakra is imbalanced and I live my life from a survival of the fittest mode, that is going to affect every other area of my life. It can't not. And so sometimes we can be fixated on, I'm just going to learn to love myself and everything will be okay. That's not how that works. You have to deal with life on life's own terms as it presents itself to you. So like in the last couple of days, I realized that I am much more aggressive and I would rather be assertive with my children in the manner in which I communicate, the manner in which I handle them can be aggressive sometimes. And so I had to really check in with self. What's going on with you? What are you still dealing with? What has resurfaced? What have you slacked off, as far as the work is concerned? Are you slacking in any area? Are you unaware? Is it a subconscious block? Have you not made the connection yet? Because we can do a lot of work on loving ourselves, but we can still miss areas because it just hasn't been brought to the forefront of our mind. And even when it's brought into the forefront of our mind, doesn't mean that we have the ability to execute and implement action. Sometimes the awareness is all that we have. And so I'm very aware of my behavior and working to, be better. But that means being better to myself. That means not beating myself up. That means processing the emotions that are coming up. That means recognizing the emotions that aren't coming up in those areas that of my life that are letting me know you got blockage there. There's a barrier there. You're turned off there. You're numb there. You're disconnected there. Why are you disconnected there? And then connecting that back to my childhood and going, oh, you've been numb in that area for a long time. Because when you have dealt with molestation, sexual violation, rape, incest, abuse, abandonment, neglect, you have to turn off your emotions, your feelings, your heart, your mind, your soul, your spirit. You have to turn it off in order to survive. And you've been disconnected in that area so long that even when you start gravitating to a surface level of love, it feels so goddamn good because you ain't never felt it or you only had glimpses and pieces of it. You think that's it. No, ma'am. In the beginning, healing is very surface level. On all levels, it's very surface level, right? Surface levels of healing. And the more that you do this work, the more that you realize, listen, when you start to love yourself and take care of yourself, you don't have a reserve. You don't have a reserve. And that's going to bother some of you like it's bothered me as a parent. I don't have a whole lot of reserve. I have some days only enough love for me. And then other days I have a whole bunch of reserve. I have a whole bunch of abundance, of overflow. And I have it to give to other people, including my children, including my sacred space community, including my sisters, including my mother, including my biological brothers and sisters. And some days I don't have it. And that's the part about balance, because our children, our family, our co-workers, our clients are going to need us at times. See that? See that? That's how the divine works. That's how the divine works. Baby Malik is going to need me at times that I need myself. And I have got to find the balance between catering to my needs, but also ensuring that baby Malik gets what he needs. This is a prime example of how living life on life's own terms can sometimes be like, what choice do I make? What choice do I make? You have to find the time. You also have to learn to let your children work some things out on their own sometimes. And then you go, hey, I gotta let y'all go so that I can cater to him, but also cater to myself enough that I have reserve to be able to give it to him. Because if I don't have it to give to him, then I'm giving him anger and frustration and thoughts and emotions that do not belong to him. Oh, thank you, Divine. Thank you, Divine, for coming through and showing y'all exactly what I mean. Sacred Morning Glow Up.